Congratulations on the approval of your application for an MRE property. We are thrilled that you are making a home with us. There are a few items that require your attention before you commence your rental period to ensure a smooth occupancy.
In your residential rental agreement, you'll be asked to acknowledge that you have seen this video. So even if you've rented with MRE before, please watch through to the end. The agreement document records all the details associated with renting your new home, including the rental amount, start date, and rental terms.
As you're watching this video, we suggest making a note of any questions you may have. If your questions are still unanswered by the end, please make sure you ask your portfolio manager. They will be in contact with you shortly and are always happy to resolve any queries or concerns. They will be your best point of contact going forward.
For now, let's talk all things renting with MRE.
This is an important reminder to please make sure you pay your bond and first month's rent via BPay for you to secure the property. If you have not paid within the 24-hour timeframe specified in your welcome email, your property may be offered to another applicant. All the details in relation to BPay payment are listed within the email. All future payments will be debited via direct debit, which will start 1 month after your commencement date. Following your first payment, your rent will be debited on the 15th of each month. Please note that direct debits can only come from a single bank account. If you're splitting the rent payment, you must organise the transfers of funds between the renters on the rental agreement yourself, as each month we require the full rental amount from the same singular bank account. If your rental agreement started on a date other than the 15th, your first direct debit will be a pro rata payment. This just means it is an adjusted amount, so not your full monthly rent amount, based on the number of days you would be in the property, up to and including the 14th of the month. Following this, your rent will be debited on the 15th of the month, each month for the duration of the time in your new home. This initial pro rata payment helps to take you up to join the regular rental payment cycle of the MRE renter network. The amount for this pro rata payment can be found in your welcome email. If you have any questions about how we calculate this amount or need further clarification on how it works, please reach out to your PM. Please make sure you have filled out the direct debit authority that you would have received in a separate email so that we can organise your rent to be debited for you. In this form, you'll find the terms and conditions to direct debit rent with MRE, including information about dishonour fees and about changing your details if you ever need to.
As we mentioned, your rent will be debited on the 15th of each month. We recommend making sure you have the funds available and ready in the account the day before to avoid the payment dishonouring. Whether that means setting a reminder on your phone on the 14th of each month or writing it in your calendar, find what works best for you. Also, it's a good idea to double check that the account you have nominated will allow direct debits. You should be able to find this information in your account details or by contacting your bank. Please note that whenever the 15th of the month falls on a weekend or a public holiday, your rent will be debited the following business day.
Once your bond payment has successfully cleared, you receive an email from the Residential Tenancies Bond Authority, or the RTBA. You'll have to follow the prompts in the email to electronically review and confirm the lodgement with the RTBA. Please note that each person listed on the rental agreement will be required to confirm the bonds separately and will receive separate emails. If you have multiple people listed on your rental agreement, we suggest following each of them up to make sure that they too have completed the prompts to ensure that your bond is lodged correctly.
On the day your rental agreement commences, you are welcome to come and pick up your keys from our office. Our office is located at the ground floor of 12 Yarra Street in South Yarra. You'll see the glass door on the left as you walk up the stairs from street level. We are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8:30 to 12:30 p.m. Our friendly front of house team will organise your keys for you. On the morning of the commencement of your rental agreement, you'll receive an email with the property's condition report, as well as a photo of the keys you'll be collecting. Your condition report is a detailed summary of the condition of your home before you move in. Note that this is in video form, and the link to the video is located at the bottom of the report. You'll have 5 business days from receiving the report to complete it. This is your opportunity to review our report and add any additional information, photos, and/or notes until you are satisfied that everything has been covered. If you do not complete the condition report within the 5 days, it is assumed that you have agreed with the report as it was sent.
Throughout your rental period, we'll conduct routine inspections. The first one will be completed after you've been in the property for 3 months, then every 6 to 9 months following that. Routine inspections are your opportunity to show off how well you're looking after the property to your rental provider. We'll come in with a video camera and conduct a quick video tour of the property, which will be sent to the owner to give them an update as to the condition of their property. Given the large number of inspections we conduct, we'll provide you with plenty of notice before our intended visit. Please keep an eye on your emails for the notice of your routine inspection. The inspection only takes us between 2 and 5 minutes, depending on the size of the property. You are more than welcome to be present for the inspection, however, it is not required. Our office has a set of keys we can use if you will not be home at the time. Attached to your welcome email is the MRE Home Handbook. It contains all of the key information about renting with MRE and handy links to help you have a smooth occupancy. Make sure you've read through before you move into your new home and familiarise yourself with the information in there. We recommend saving it to your computer so you can refer back to it anytime you need it.
All of the relevant information related to your building can be found linked in your welcome email too. This information can also be found in the building information section on our website or by asking your portfolio manager. Please ensure you pay attention to the move-in details and requirements specific to your building, including the information about how to book in your move-in date and time with building management. Some buildings do not allow move-ins over the weekend, so please keep that in mind when organising your rental agreement commencement date. If it applies, you'll also be provided with the OC rules for the building. Please make sure you have a read-through of these before moving in. Should your building be part of an embedded network, you'll be provided with all of the details you need to connect your electricity directly. For your water connection and your other utilities, if your building is not part of an embedded network, Connect Now will be in touch to assist you in setting these up. It is your responsibility to report any maintenance needs to your portfolio manager so that we can promptly organise for them to be fixed. For all non-urgent maintenance, please send through your maintenance requests by SMS, WhatsApp or email to the details on the screen. These details can also be found on our website and in the MRE Home Handbook. Please include a photo or video recording of the item that needs attention, as these can help us identify the source of the issue and rectify it accordingly. For urgent matters, please call your portfolio manager or the office immediately. For concerns outside of office hours, please refer to the emergency trades list provided in your rental agreement. This information is also available on the MRE website. This list can also help you determine whether an item would be regarded as urgent or non-urgent maintenance matter.
If you're looking at adopting a pet during your rental period, you'll need to submit a pet application form. This includes any cats, dogs, snakes, or even spiders. All future changes to your family, pet-wise, will need to be approved before they can come home with you. If you've already been approved to have pets in your home, then you have already filled out your pet application form. However, in the case you want to adopt another puppy or kitten, you'll need to complete another application form for them. Before you bring your new best friend home, you'll need to make sure your application to have a pet is approved by your rental provider. Your rental provider has 10 days from the time you submit your pet application to review, approve, or deny the request. As you approach the end of your rental term, we'll be in contact to discuss your options and the rental provider's intentions. One thing that is important to note, just because your rental term expires, it does not mean you will automatically be required to hand back your keys and move out on the last day. Your rental agreement will automatically roll over to a periodic month-to-month basis. We'll still require a vacating notice 28 days prior to vacating when you decide to exit the property. But don't worry, we'll be in touch to discuss all of this closer to the end of your occupancy period. There are a couple of key conditions of rental agreements in Victoria which are required by law and applicable to properties like your new home. Subletting of any kind is not permitted in MRE properties. You are not approved to rent out your apartment to any other person who is not included in your rental agreement. This includes short stay arrangements such as through Airbnb. By law, smoke alarms are required to be serviced annually. Biannually, we are required to have all of the electrical and gas, if applicable, inspected for safety reasons. During your occupancy, you'll be contacted by the servicing company to organise a time that suits you for them to come and conduct the service. Please chat to your portfolio manager if you have any questions about this. We additionally must provide you with the Consumer Affairs Renters Guidebook, which will be available in your acceptance email. This refers to your rights and responsibilities as a renter in line with the current legislation. Of course, we're here to assist you with any of your queries, but this document is a good place to understand what is expected of you, us, and your rental provider throughout your time in your new home.
Your portfolio manager is here to assist you with any matters related to your rent while you are making a home with MRE. If any issues arise in relation to your property, neighbours, building, or anything in between, please reach out. Remember, our office number is also available during business hours. If, for example, you lock yourself out of your home, don't worry. Please call our office number and our wonderful client concierge team can check whether there is an office set of keys available that you can borrow to let yourself back in. If you happen to lock yourself out after hours, you will unfortunately have to organise a locksmith at your own expense. It's happened to the best of us. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now it's time to head back to your welcome email and review and sign your residential rental agreement. Please ensure you have paid your bond and first month's rent, and don't forget to organise your move-in and utilities.
If there are any items you wish to discuss with your portfolio manager or any questions you have, please reach out. We are always just an email away, or if it is urgent, please give us a call. We are happy to help you settle into your new home. Your new portfolio manager will be in touch once your rental agreement has been signed. We're excited to have you join our network of MRE renters. Happy moving!